Hello, everybody. My name is Ariel, and I'm currently studying Bachelor of Business. And well, the main reason that I chose entrepreneurship is because I've always loved the idea of creating something from nothing, taking an idea, shaping it, improving it, and turning it into something real that can actually make an impact. And to be honest, what really excites me most about this journey is freedom to innovate, to experiment, to fail, learn, and to keep improving. I've always been a bit of a perfectionist in a way, especially when it comes to things I really care about. So, entrepreneurship, I think, is my thing. It's a space where all of this focus and passion actually pay off. So, with that in mind, I wanted to look a bit deeper into who I am as an entrepreneur, what I'm good at, what I need to work on, and how obviously that shapes the way that I approach uh, opportunities in life in general. So when I reflect on myself as a developing entrepreneur, I think there are five key capabilities that really define me. That would be problem solving, initiative and productivity, collaboration and leadership, curiosity, and last but not least, resilience and adaptability. Um, and to dig a bit deeper, I use two tools: personal SWOT analysis and an entrepreneurial mindset quiz to understand how these show up in my life and work. So in my SWOT, for example, my strengths were definitely creativity, curiosity, and initiative. I love coming up with ideas and finding ways to fix things when they're not working. So I also usually adapt pretty quickly to new technology because I just enjoy learning how things work and figuring out how they can be used in smart ways in general. So about my main weakness, I would say that it's it's not a secret. That is probably timing. Definitely, yeah. I tend to do my best work under pressure. Uh, Even with this assessment by itself, I think it's a great example. That usually means that I start things really late, which is both a blessing and a curse, obviously. And I get this insane focus when the deadlines are really close, but it can be also really really stressful. So yeah. And as far as for opportunities, studying entrepreneurship gives me an access to mentors and works and projects that can help me to turn my ideas into something tangible. And the biggest threat I would say that I identified was my perfectionism, that tendency that I have to hesitate or overthink a lot because I want things to be just too perfect sometimes. Yeah. So then I did this entrepreneurial mindset quiz, which looks at traits like creativity, risk taking, perseverance, and opportunity recognition. And my highest scores were in creativity, problem solving, and curiosity. And the lowest was in risk taking, and I have to say that feels accurate. I love experimenting, but I also tend to think and overthink a lot before jumping in. I put these two tools together. Um, I would say that I fit on what's often called an adaptive entrepreneur, someone who thrives in uncertainty, keeps learning, and constantly tweaks and improves things. And one concept that really connects with me is entrepreneurial self efficiency. Basically, believing in your ability to achieve your goals. Even though I sometimes leave things for last minute, I know. Uh, but once I commit to something, I really give all of me. I give everything. So that drive and focus are what really define how I work. And once I understood my strengths and tendencies, I start thinking, what kind of entrepreneurial path actually fits me best? And that's what I talk about next. And it's that the thing is that throughout this course, we've looked at different kinds of entrepreneurship, from social enterprises and creator ventures to AI powered startups and remote innovation. But for me, I think that I align most with tech driven creative entrepreneurship, which is basically this kind of space where all this technology and creativity come together to solve real problems in a day to day basis. I think that I'm fascinated by how digital tools and AI let people create and share things with a global audience I think this is something that we take for granted nowadays, and I think that this connects to what we've covered in Model 6 about creator economy, where entrepreneurs build scalable ventures using technology, automation, and social media. And at the same time, I'm really drawn towards purpose-driven side of business, which relates to social entrepreneurship and the idea of creating shared value and finding ways to make a positive impact while also running something that is sustainable over time. And so I'd say that I'm most inspired by ventures. That's it, right in the middle of innovation, creativity, and purpose, using technology to make life better or more inspiring for others. So now that I've got a clear idea of where I fit, I want to share my personal vision and what I'm planning to do next to keep growing as an entrepreneur, and as a person, obviously. Based on what I know about myself so far, I think I'm aiming to become a creative tech entrepreneur, someone who uses design thinking, curiosity and innovation to build digital products or platforms that make everyday life easier and more enjoyable for everybody. And in short term, and one of my main goals is definitely to get better at time management, so I can still be creative and perfectionist in my own way, but without the last minute rush that I have. I also want to keep improving my technical skills, especially around AI and automation, because I think those are shaping the future of entrepreneurship. And one concrete step that I'm planning to take after this subject is to join one of these student startup incubator or hackathon. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I think that being in that kind of environment, surrounded by all these people that are driven by they are full of ideas, would really help me put what I've learned into action and keep building my confidence as an entrepreneur, especially in this stage of my life where I'm learning a lot, not only from uni but from people. Well, finally, and to wrap it up, I just want to say thanks for watching and listening to my story. I can say that I'm genuinely excited for what's ahead and to keep learning, experimenting, and building new ideas that can hopefully make real difference in the future. So see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.